thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. And off we go from Denver. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go bootleg. Love. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. Okuebunam. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Into the secondary past the 40. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 33. It's a big play there for the Broncos. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Off the play fake, Love. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. This will be caught. Judy. And all the way home for a Broncos Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
Check 41. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Going for it all. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to...
There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Andrew Beck, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Block off of play action. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point. This defense for the Titans, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. A give right side now to Hunt, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On play action, Locke. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Locke's throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Clock now to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. 82 yards. And the Broncos on just 2 plays have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about?
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. It's complete to Fuller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Right side complete. That's Woods. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll try to run with Hunt. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line ready to go. And the clock reads 30 seconds to go, so really not a whole lot of time to speak of. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Mike 10, Mike 10, Mike 10. Pick it up, guys, pick it up.
First down, Love to pass. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Love looking to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Arnold. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Throwing. Love. That's caught left side by Judy. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Love, they go play action now. They'll roll him out right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action. Love to throw. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A carry here for Hunt. He gets away from one. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. This is going the other way. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Play action. Now it's Locke. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 35. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Love now. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Play action this time with Love. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And some room to maneuver, and he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Double tight. You got 3 down.
And again this time to the tailback. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Love. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Gets through, and now an opening. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Love. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. It's a big play there for Tennessee.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Mike, check, 59. Watch the pass.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. This will be caught once again by Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Kareem Hunt taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Mike 10. Let's go. Single. I got a single in the slot. Blue. 85. Come on, baby. Let's get this. Hey, we got tight left.
Now Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 23. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Flush to his right. This is caught. It's Woods. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got 4.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Seibert on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And that is caught, and the record is his. It's a touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a handoff here to his running back. Fighting through it, he's got space. There he goes, right side. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And I think the Broncos have it. They do. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. And they'll indeed take a knee. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tennessee, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.